Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, World of Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the XM66F. Wargaming may not want me to test or take a look at vehicles that are unreleased, but that's not going to stop me. We actually have a full replay. Now, I'm actually in this battle. I'm playing the VK90, so I just got pretty lucky and ran into an XM66F in the battlefield, but still, we get to make a video on the tank. I actually have the armor profile released from my previous video talking just about this tank's stats. So in today's video, we're going to go over the stats, we're going to go over the armor profile, and I'm going to be showcasing this replay so you can get an idea of how the vehicle is going to play. First of impressions and everything, like, the tank is just the weirdest looking vehicle ever. The hull kind of reminds me of like a T95 E6 on the front. It's got the angled upper and lower plates, kind of like the concept in the E6. But the rest, I can't really say. I mean, it's kind of got like the American E5 type hull track design, but the back of the vehicle is completely unique. I mean, it's definitely got the E3, E4 boxy back design, but this is like 4 times the size. And the turret is something we've never seen before. It's kind of like a minnow turret, but it's not really, because it's a heck of a lot larger, and it's just a complete circle that's kind of connected on the back, as we can see. So, absolutely weird tank. Now, it does not feature a fully traversable turret. I think if I remember correctly, it turns like 40 degrees to the left and to the right, so something like the 183, which is kind of weird. You can see that here. The turret does not fully turn. So if anything does get behind you, this is not going to be the best vehicle to deal with that. But something you may have just noticed there, out of just acceleration, is that this tank features a ridiculous top speed of 45 kilometers per hour. Not only does this tank go 45 kilometers per hour, but it has 3,948 damage per minute, which is insane. It has 410 damage per shot. So it features a 6-second reload. Yes, you heard that right, a 6-second reload. Like, what the absolute heck is this tank? Now, to be fair, not everything about this vehicle is insane. Like, it doesn't have the best penetration. So it's kind of weird that it's a tank destroyer with honestly worse pen than a lot of heavies. But still, like, absolutely weird. The heat penetration on this vehicle is 310. That means even if you're running calibrated shells, the vehicle only gets about 340 millimeters of pen. But we can get a good idea of the vehicle's DPM taking a look at it from down below over here. We can see the vehicle's kind of icon over there. And let's see if he ever shoots in the tank. There you go. So he shoots the TVP for 450. Look at how fast the vehicle's reload is. That is a 410 damage shot you just watched there get reloaded in literally like half a second. So the vehicle itself is stupid. The fact that it has 45 kilometers per hour, the fact that it has that much DPM is insane. And in this battle, the player is able to deal a pretty solid 3,458 damage. If we take a look at this player himself, and we take a look at his most damage per minute tank, or most damage dealt vehicle, we can see that it absolutely smokes any other of his tanks by a lot. His next highest is the 50B at 3,700, and then this tank is at 4,075 right now. Granted, it's only 21 battles, but the fact that solo, because you're not allowed to platoon or anything like that in test, the fact that solo, this player is performing at 77% win rate and 4,075 average damage should be enough to paint a picture in your mind of how absolutely busted this vehicle currently is. The tank is stupid. It seems absolutely stupid. So let's break into the vehicle's statistics so you can get a good idea of why this tank is so dang stupid. So let me break over to Blitzhanger, and yeah, we can take a look at this vehicle's overall stats. So first of all, we have the DPM. Running gun rammer on this vehicle, you're gonna have 3,948 damage per minute. Now, personally, I probably wouldn't run gun rammer. The thing has really bad pen. Like, you can see that. The premium pen, even with Cali, is 340. You need penetration to cut through tier 10s, especially the heavies. So while the DPM is incredibly high, it's not going to be 4K. It's going to be 3,670. But that's still insane. That's 3,700 DPM running frickin' calibrated shells. So that's crazy good. And I should point out that running Cali does give you very nice standard pen at 284. So you'll be fine on penetration. The vehicle features 410 410 damage per shot, which gives you a crazy fast 6.7 second reload. I mean, that's medium levels of reload with an alpha that is much, much higher. It's kind of insane when you think about it there. The dispersion on move is insanely good at 0.128. In fact, right now, this is the most accurate tank destroyer in tier 10 on move. Not only that, but it's fairly accurate on base dispersion at 0.326. Really, the only thing that's pretty mediocre about the vehicle is its base aiming time at 2.2. It's not bad, but it's definitely not good aiming time. But because the vehicle's so accurate on move, I don't think it's going to matter. I think the tank's going to be fairly aimed in for the majority of situations you get yourself stuck in. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation, so incredibly flexible like most American vehicles. And here's the stupid part. Again, this tank reaches a top speed of 45. I don't understand. And it reverses at 20. What am I looking at here? Why does the tank at 4k DPM and the mobility of a Concept 1B and the gun depression of a Concept 1B? Like, what? It's got a power weight of 16, so it's not slow. 40 degrees of traverse. What am I looking at? And by the way, we're not even done yet, because now we got the armor. And you can probably tell, just from looking at the red, this is not going to be a fun tank to fight. The turret on this vehicle is 470. At weakest, the cheeks go to about 325. Now, there are some weak spots with all of this red. If we take a look at the side of the turret, you'll notice that this part right here is a little boxy. So if we actually look at that box frontally, it's about 270 millimeters thick to 280. So you're still going to have to load premium to penetrate this position, but at least while the vehicle is hauled down, as we can see, you can penetrate through that little box there. Apart from that, yeah, good luck. This little roof here that looks weak is not. It's 400 millimeters thick. And as we can see, there's really no weak spot at all on the right side of the vehicle whatsoever. And these little corner cutouts here right next to the gun mantlet, I mean, they are a bit weak, like 320, but even then, like, good luck hitting that, and that's still very, very strong. Fully hauled down, this vehicle is stupid. Like, yes, you can cut through these little cutouts here. They're about 330. But first of all, if you're running rammer on any tanks, good luck. Mediums cannot pen that with 330, so you have to be running a heavy, and even with a heavy, you need to have very good pen to have a decent chance of cutting through the vehicle. Like, this is seriously the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, the armor on this vehicle is broken. It is absolutely broken. The hatches are upwards of 260. I mean, it doesn't even really have hatches at weak spots. I thought that these hatches were going to be big, massive honglers, but no, they're not. They're all red. So the upper plate is really the only weak spot. The upper and lower plate, 170 millimeters thick and 250. I'm personally speechless. The fact that this tank can reverse at 20, achieve a top speed of 45, have 3,700 DPM while running calibrated shells, and 10 degrees of gun depression, where the upper plate is now, yeah, 360 millimeters thick, and the entire turret is a massive red tomato. This is the most broken vehicle I have legitimately ever seen. Now, you can see that the turret does not fully traverse, so I guess that's one big weak spot. And yeah, the rear of the tank is awful. It's 80 on the sides. This entire box is 40. But when you've got a semi-traversable turret and you've got 3,700 DPM, who cares? I mean, nothing's ever going to get to your rear. And if they do, you'll still probably ruin their day for it. This tank just looks completely overpowered to me. I'm not even sure how to balance this vehicle, because if you nerf the armor, it's not going to be nearly as strong. But if I were to balance this tank, yeah, the armor definitely needs a nerf. But the most notable thing that needs a nerf right now is the mobility. This tank should go at a max of like 30 with the armor and the DPM and everything this vehicle features. It legit should go at a max speed of 30. Its gun should be a heck of a lot less accurate, and I think that it shouldn't have as much DPM. But let me know in the comments down below, you guys. This tank looks absolutely busted. I have seriously not seen a vehicle come into test this broken since the AMX M454. And that was a while ago. Running Adrenaline on this tank for 20 seconds is going to give you an effective, if you're running rammer, of 4,700 DPM. I mean, what is this vehicle? If it comes into the game the way it currently is, I'll be very surprised. I'm quite confident that there's no way the XM66F is going to come into the game in its current state. And if it does, I will literally freak out at Wargaming. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.